Well, the president takes the blame for an American hostage being killed. We'll hear from him in just a minute, but I want to get right to our top story tonight. The top 10 most endangered landmarks in the state. 2 of them are right here in South Bend.
And I want to show you right where we're talking about. This is downtown South Bend. You see the St. Joseph River, talking about the First Presbyterian Church and the Lafayette Building right next to each other. In fact, right here near the corner of Washington and Lafayette, both more than 100 years old and have fallen on some hard times. WSBT-22's Patrick Roth is live downtown. Patrick, what's next for these buildings?
Well, Jennifer, that's a really simple question with a very complicated answer. Both buildings are in need of repairs, but the problem is we don't know exactly who's going to be making them or when it's going to happen. There used to be jewels in downtown South Bend, but now the Lafayette Building and the former First Presbyterian Church are vacant. Both were ordered sealed until multiple code violations are fixed, and now their future is very much in question.
It's just would be a tragic loss to the historic fabric of downtown South Bend, and we've lost enough as it is.
The church dates back to 1888 and replaced the first church built in South Bend back in the 1830s. But lately it's had some problems with its roof. Some shingles dated back to its construction and would blow across the street during storms. The good news is its out-of-state owner finally installed a new imitation slate roof earlier this year. But the problems for the Lafayette Building are much bigger.
Since 2005, it has been put into a land trust by the owners, and it had been allowed to deteriorate. The building has been totally trashed.
Just 10 years ago, the building was in use and in good condition. But since then, the owners have disputed tax assessments, and that has led to questions over ownership. Right now, the property has more than $1 million in back taxes and fines. The interior is falling apart, and there are problems with the exterior as well.
You walk down the alleyway, and the brick facade is falling apart, and it's falling into the alley. It's like people are just going by and taking out bricks. It's ridiculous.
And you can see right here, this is exactly what she is talking about. The masonry is literally falling off the side of the Lafayette Building and into the alley here. But Indiana Landmark says that every building on their list has the potential for reuse and rejuvenation. In fact, we're already seeing some of that with the repairs being made over at the church, but the problem is that nobody seems to be particularly interested in making the repairs here at the Lafayette Building. We reached out repeatedly to their owner, but they did not return our calls for comment. And the city says that there's not a lot that they can do either. They can enforce fines, but they cannot force somebody to buy the building and make the needed repairs. Live in South Bend, Patrick Roth, WSBT 22 News.